Hey, welcome to my channel and to a menu plan and grocery haul that is a day early. If you watched my check-in for the challenge, you'll know that I have a doctor's appointment out of town on Wednesday, so that's throwing my schedule off a little bit. I didn't want to wait till Thursday because I need ingredients for Wednesday. So I'm like, well, I'll just do it on Tuesday. So that's why we're here a day early. This week I'm trying something new. You know I meal prep, and that gives me 4 days. That's the typical day. Or if I have 6 of something, I'll try to give it to David, a couple of them. Sometimes I just have 6, but it's usually breakfast is that way. So breakfast I can wing easier than I can lunch. Lunch, sometimes I struggle to find something to stay on plan. I've been staying on plan, but sometimes it's a struggle if I don't have it ready to find something. So I thought what I'm going to try to do is, like on Wednesday, this is a crock pot soup. So I'll need it for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So if I make it Wednesday night, then I will have it those 3 days, and I can put the rest in the freezer. And then next week I can make a different soup, pull out 3 helpings, put the rest in the freezer. So do that about a month. I'm going to have a nice supply of soup in the freezer that I can just start pulling out instead of having to cook. And then, when I use all those up, I can start up again. That's what I'm aiming for. That's my goal, is to make a different soup or dish, something that you can freeze each week to eat on and then have some leftovers. So that's what I'm trying this week. Let's just get started on the menu plan. Tonight, I'm thinking it's Wednesday. I just picked something I can put in the crock pot before I leave. And it is crock pot chicken and limas. It's a new recipe I found. And it's just chicken and potatoes and lima beans. I'm like, well, we like all of that. So surely we should like it if we put it all together. So I'm going to try that. And then I'll make the split pea and ham soup that night and let it cook overnight so it'll be ready the next day. Thursday, brined pork chops, and that recipe is on my website. Any of these recipes that if it's a recipe and it is already on my website, I will have it down in the description box below. Okra patties, they're there, and beans. Oh, I meant to tell you, I have some I try to stay 0 points all during the week so I can have them on the weekends. But this week, the way it worked out with some of the recipes, they have points, so small points, but they have points. So I've got my notes down here. The crock pot chicken and lima, is that 0? No, that's for simply filling. That would be different for, whatever plan you're doing. And I don't have calories available if you're doing calories. That would be something you would just have to, which I don't have a recipe for it up anyway because I haven't tried it yet. So 0 points for that. Thursday, it'll be 0 for my pork chops, 0 for my okra patties, and 0 for my beans. Now, for breakfast, Thursday and Friday, I want to make the lemonberry oat pancakes. I made them the first time around when I was on Simply Feeling 3+ years ago, and they're delicious. I have learned that the lemon and blackberry is my favorite combination, so I want to go ahead and make those for the 3 days. I want to make those the first 2 days so I can use up the blackberries. Well, I won't use the whole little thing, but you know what I mean. And then, the third day, I'll tell you what we're going to have. So Thursday and Friday, that's what I'm going to have for my breakfast. Friday, I'm going to make a homemade hamburger helper recipe I found. It is 2 points, and that's because of the cheese on top. And corn on the cob, which is 0. Saturday, a BBQ Chicken Flatbread. And because the flatbread that I can use is 0 points on Simply Feeling, then the whole pizza flatbread will be 0 points. And I'm gonna cook on Sunday, you'll see, again like I did this weekend, because I think we're gonna need some pineapple sundaes this week. I still have some pineapple cupcakes in the freezer that are 2 points. And I made them when I was on Simply Feeling, because in my recipe app, it has 2 points, Simply Feeling and blue, I think maybe is what it says. So I had already figured them out on Simply Feeling and on blue. and then the ice cream that I made, with the Carb Smart and the skim milk. And then I'm going to make some millet breakfast cereal that I made before. You can make it by a whole pot or you can make it by a single serving. And it was really, really good. When I bought those grains to try, we really liked the millet. Well, I did. I don't think David ever tried it. I made up a week's worth of cereal and then just reheated it for prep. I'll probably do that again too. But anyway, it's 0. Now Sunday, I'm going to make some homemade corn dogs. Because you know what? I completely keep forgetting that I have a little corn dog maker. As good as I love hot dogs and corn dogs, you think I would not have forgot something about that. Of course, I guess on low carb, it's not really something you think of because of the batter. But these come out to be one point a piece for a half. If you cut the hot dog in half, the corn dogs are probably about like that big. So for like one whole hot dog, corn dog with the whole weenie would be like 2 points. Well, the cornmeal in them is 0 points on Simply Filling, so that's my saving grace. So I'm going to make homemade corn dogs and French fries. And iTrack Bites, it doesn't give me the where you can weigh it part of French fries, so it just says 14. So I'll just pick up 14 decent looking French fries, and that's 4 points. So that'll be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 points for my supper on Sunday. And now for prep, I'm making David's breakfast casserole. It is a casserole he used to make, how many years back. He had to run to Orlando. And so he was down there for a week at a time on Sundays before he would head out. On Sunday night, he would prep his whole week's worth of food. He never asked me to do it. He just jumped in there. He knew what he wanted to eat. He got it down to a science. He was quicker doing his whole week's worth of food than I was just doing my 2-3 meals for meal prep. He took his breakfast. He took his lunch. He took his supper. He took his snacks. He took his drinks. And we had a cooler that he could plug into the cigarette lighter in the truck. And that's how he did it for, golly, I don't know if it was a year. It was close to it. So anyway, it was a breakfast casserole he found and made back then. So I'm going to make it. It is 1 point. It makes 8 servings. So I told him he'll have half and I'll have half. But it's 1 point only because of the cheese on it, because I don't have to count the hash browns. And then lunch, I'm going to make the JPPs, crock pot, green beans, and potatoes and kielbasa. It's funny, I think she had it on her menu last week. I was like, I think I need to make that. I haven't made it in a long time. So I thought that'd be a perfect meal prep because there's your veggies and your meat. And then that's 2 points just because of the kielbasa. And for a snack, I'm going to make a pasta salad. I can have fat-free dressings, and so I have a fat-free Italian that I'm going to use, and I can use the whole wheat noodles, so that'll be 0 points. So I went through and I calculated all the points for the week, including my weekend points, which I put something pointy on the day I would eat out because I still want my treat meal. Even if I have to make it at home, I want something that I don't get every day because I'm not going to eat a 9-point dinner every day, 13-point dinner every day. No, I get 49 points a week. That's it. So I went through and I counted everything up, and it's 36 points. So if I stick to that, that still gives me 13 points for whatever. So I think that's a really good week planned, and I got some really tasty things. Oh, you know what? I jumped over to Saturday and Sunday. We didn't do Monday and Tuesday. I'm like, wait a minute. I don't think I remember saying that. So Monday, crock pot beef stew, 0 points. Brown rice, 0 points. And green beans, 0 points. So I will have green beans twice that day. Tuesday, chicken. And I don't know how I'll do it. I just put chicken, but it'll be 0. Mac and cheese. Oh, I'll have some points for mac and cheese. I forgot to pull up my recipe on that. Now, I can have, and field peas for 0. I can have whole wheat pasta for 0 points. Here's what I'm doing, and this is the way I'm doing it. You can do however you want to do it. Even if you're following purple, I just believe I'd think on it. Do whatever you will. But on my journey, we bought the Fiber Gourmet when we were low carb because it's half the carbs, it's half the calories, it's half everything of pasta. So the stats on it are better than pasta. It's got better macros than the whole wheat pasta. So if it's less of everything than the whole wheat pasta is that I can have for 0, I'm thinking the pasta that is less of those things should also be 0, even if it's not made with whole wheat. Could be flawed thinking. Somebody might say, no, don't do it. But that's how I'm going to do it. So I'm counting the Fiber Gourmet as 0 points. So that is the pasta elbows that I will put in my macaroni and cheese. David, I said, was there anything you wanted this week? He said, yep, mac and cheese. So he's getting the Weight Watcher version because it'll have the lower fat cheese in it, the Velveeta Reds instead of the full fat, delicious globs and globs and globs of cheddar cheese. It's still good though. I've made it before. It's still good. Still gets the job done. So now I'll have to add that to my points. I'll put it here on the screen because when I get off of here before I do the video, I'll figure out the points on that and let you know. So then that'll take away from the 13 that I have left. But I have so many good things planned that there really should not be a need for more points, but they're there in case I do need them. So that is it. The only place I'm going this week, knock on wood that they have everything, is Harris Teeter. The meat and the produce and the things, I like to get those at Harris Teeter. I don't have enough to warrant a $30 Walmart pickup, and I don't want to just throw stuff in there. I have cold stuff I need for the Halloween party, but it's too early to get that. I want to get that the week of. So it'll probably just be Harris Teeter. So that's enough talking. Let's turn around and look at the groceries. So today I ended up going to Harris Teeter and Food Line. Harris Teeter just didn't quite have everything I needed, but I got it all mixed in together. So we have what we always get: skim milk and almond milk and half, and they had David's juice back today. I thought they had quit selling it. It hadn't been there in a few weeks. Yeah, I needed more. It is dark in here. I gotta... There. I'll start saying I thought I had my light on. That's better. Some more. I can't believe it's not butter. This is 0. I don't even know if it starts counting points up to some point, but I remember from being on WW Blue, you counted as 0. So there, that's that. And then David wanted some more roast beef. They had his brand in, which is the Harris Teeter brand, and some eggs. And then this week he wanted Oscar Mayer bacon, so I got him the lower sodium. And then I got this because the breakfast casserole I'm making, half is his and half is mine. His half, he wanted bacon, and I'm not feeling like frying no bacon, so he's getting this in his side of the casserole. This is for my lunch prep. Now what I think I'm going to do is, it's like 2 points for 2 ounces. Instead of spending 2 points, I'm going to cut this in half and freeze the other half, weigh it out, and then I think I'm going to slice it really thin, so I think I'm getting more than I'm getting, and maybe I can get it down to just 1 point. That would be optimal for me, so I'm going to try that. Then I did find 2 markdown meats at Food Line, 2 packs of cube steak. Those will go straight in the freezer. And then the pork chops I can't remember what I'm making with pork chops, but I thought those looked like they would be good, and we needed 3, so. And then stew beef is for stew beef one night. Then he needed some more of his sliced cheese, the Deli Deluxe. The Hebrew National Fat-Free, these are for our corn dogs. These are 1 point a piece. I think you get 6 in here, which is just perfect. 3 for him and 3 for me, because it makes like little half corn dogs. so we can eat them once and then we can eat them twice if we want to. And then this, I'm going to cut this in half and put half in the freezer. But I got this for my split pea soup that I'm going to make. And corn on the cob for supper one night. And the hash browns, even though there's one big block and it was the only one they had at both stores, I'm going to use part of this for my breakfast casserole. And then dry milk, because I just made some more of my beef gravy mix. So I'm just about out of dry milk, and I like to have that on hand for different mixes and just different recipes. You never know when you need some dry milk. They still had their green beans and corn on sale, so I just stocked up on some more of that. Look what I looked up on at Food Line. I can't find pumpkin anywhere, but I did find theirs, and it was $1. So I got 6 of them, and with the few cans I have in the cabinet, I'm feeling kind of good about my pumpkin stash. Then I found this at Food Line. Olive Garden, garlic and herb Italian seasoning. I just thought it sounded really tasty, and that's what I'm going to put on my chicken. When I said we're having chicken and I don't know how to be, this is the one I am. I'm a sucker for seasoning blends. I've got so many of them. And then this is for obviously, the green split pea soup. These are for the soup. I thought I needed some more. I like to freeze in these because if you accidentally drop stuff out of the freezer like I do, the lid doesn't pop off because it's screwed on. So I really like these. There's three in a pack. Now this over here is for the party. A cheer wine and a sundrop. Even though I'm going to have my potions, I still need to have some drinks. And I wanted corn dogs. I just didn't feel like making mummy dogs. And I thought, well, maybe the little mini corn dogs will go farther than the full-size corn dogs. And then I got the sweet gherkins here from my mama. She loves a sweet pickle, and then whatever's left I send home with her. The Rice Krispie treats are for our little monsters that we have every single year because that's like the funnest thing we make. And some grape jelly for the meatballs. And the meatballs. And I just thought we needed a pack of Doritos. And the Cheerwine Zero, that's just for me. I didn't know they made such a thing. So when I was looking for the other drinks, I spotted this and I snagged it. That was the one I drank on the way home. I was parched, and so I found the Diet Dr. Pepper in the case. Now we'll go over here and look at the produce. So for the produce this week, I got a cucumber for my pasta salad. I needed some more red onions for a few things. The carrots and celery is for my split pea soup. This is perfect size. Then I shouldn't have any left over. If I need all that, I don't know if I'll need all that or not, but it was cheaper for me to get. It was like $3.49. It was cheaper for me to get that and not have the leftovers. I know I can freeze it, but then I end up not using it. So it's just easier for me to pay just a little bit more for convenience. The blackberries and the lemons are for my lemonberry oat pancakes. I will try to link all these recipes I'm talking about down below. And then David wanted some tomatoes, and we have really been enjoying these. He also wanted some avocados, and that's about as ripe as they were. The okra, let me hold that up. It's just about over, but I wanted that for my okra patties. I'm not sure what day I'm having it. Since it's kind of on its way out, I might push it up if it's not, tomorrow or something. Well, it won't be tomorrow, but maybe that'll last till Thursday. And these I got for my pasta salad. And the cilantro is for, you know what? I don't know what the cilantro is for. I cannot remember. And then another bag of gala apples, some green bananas, and some more potatoes. So that's it for my grocery haul this week. I hope everybody has a good week. I'd say happy hump day, but that's not until tomorrow. So I will see you on Weigh In on Thursday.